The Subtleties of God's Ways by Travis of Bickley. This is how, what I'm speaking of here is how God oftentimes will tell you a little bit about yourself, and you may not know about it for a few days, a few weeks, a few years, a lifetime. The Subtleties of God's Ways by Travis of Bickley. So many kids have gifts that people do not see. For a life of the drug addict, the alcoholic, the crime spree kid, the cup breakers. I realized I used to suppress all the time and or replace with water for milk or a handshake for a kiss. I'm no longer good, even with my best. Aging takes away the best of everything often even the best of our memories. The first breath we inhale is our perfected life, but it is in the world of sin. All our lives of breathing, our bodies and breaths from the world become more corrupt, even unto death. But if we believe, we all still die. But the worst of us, that last exhalation, returns to God. The integration of His breath and our last exhalation become all of what we were, of God and the world. God observes a comparison of how corrupted our being, that is, our breathing, has become, and a consideration of what we inherited and where we breathe and what we breathe all of our existence before He takes the last exhalation back. He knows then our righteousness or lack of it, and whether or not He will breathe again that first breath of us from Him into being again. I love you now because you and God helped me see. I know it's different. I do not know why. I am wonderfully made, and still, no matter how wonderfully my thoughts amaze me, it is nothing of me, but God and His breath into all of my dust. God exhales into me, and I exist. God inhales from me, and I do not exist. Seems the hardest thing to do is to lie down and die. And as irrational as it can be, the more pathetically is that one being down and begging for an out. No matter how rotten the beating heart, it will hold on till the clock of eternity strikes. Life is a screaming calm. It's just the wind passing by. Then all is calm. Tomorrow the wind will be heard again. So what has changed? Very little. I have been of assistance to very few on this terrible planet, and even less of moral support in providing sustenance, or hopes, dreams, or visions of no one. So all of my growth has only been changes for reasons of selfishness, arrogance, one may say. I will never experience that love I yearn for from another, for the reason of my own wasted life.